Hi, and welcome to Dog Talk TV with your host, Tony V. Well, hopefully you've been watching all of our previous episodes, and in the last episode, we talked about who is responsible for the dog, and the answer is you, the owner, and the handler. So today we're going to talk about expect the unexpected, because you are responsible for your dog, which means that you have to know what is coming up. You have to be aware of your environment. You have to be cognizant of your surroundings at all times when you have a dog that you are responsible for. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to talk about a process called failure mode and effects analysis, or process failure modes and effects analysis, because we all know that dogs will do what comes natural to them. They are predators, they are carnivores. They need to hunt and kill for food. They will do things that are instinctive to them. So we must expect the unexpected when we have our dogs around us, especially when we are out in public. So let's talk about what a failure mode and effects analysis is. Now, we use this in the business world all the time. We call them FEMAs, FMEA, failure mode effects analysis. For products, we have one for processes called process failure mode and effects analysis, which is PFMEA. So every product that you buy on the market has gone through some type of failure mode and effects analysis. And basically this is thinking of anything and everything that could possibly go wrong or fail with that product or process, what the effect would be, and then what the control is to fix that problem so that it doesn't happen. So we need to do the same thing when we have our dogs, and especially out in public. What can go wrong? Expect the unexpected. Now, in our last episode, we talked about the things like the unexpected bunny rabbit that jumps out in front of you while you're walking your dog. The UPS drives by. We all know how dogs just love UPS trucks. How about the kids that come running by and think they can pet your dog without asking and not preparing your dog for that or preparing for that situation? Those things all come up unexpectedly, and we need to plan for them. So we need to put some controls in place when we do have our dog to resolve these things. So step one is think about what could happen, what could fail. Every time you have your dog, whether you're walking down the street or you're taking your dog into a public place or you have visitors over your house, expect the unexpected. So what can go wrong? And then once you think about that, then think about what can you do to prevent that from going wrong, and what controls can you put in place. So some of the things that we can put in place as controls include observation. You should constantly be observing your dog, reading the dog's body language, watching their eyes, their head, their vision. What are they focused on? We should communicate with our dogs. We should be telling them things. We should be physically communicating with our dogs. We're going to talk a whole lot more about physical communication in future episodes, and I'm going to bring a subject matter expert on to talk about that. So I'm going to leave that one alone for right now, because we're going to focus on you as the owner. So again, you need to constantly be watching. You need to constantly think about what can go wrong. We do this in the business world all the time. Anytime we start a new production lineup or introduce a new product or even hire new people, we think about process failure modes and effects analysis. What can go wrong? What's the severity if they go wrong? What are we going to do to prevent them? What kind of controls are we going to place so that they don't happen? So you need to be thinking about that as a dog owner, because again, you are responsible. If something goes wrong with your dog, you're going to be held responsible, and probably the dog is going to pay a very bad or negative price for your lack of ability to be in control and be responsible for your dog. And that's the last thing on earth we want, because here at Dog Talk TV, our purpose here is to keep the dogs in your heart and not in the pound or shelter, or worse yet, the animal control. So again, this is Tony V with Dog Talk TV saying have a doggone good day. We'll see you later. Bye now.